Welcome to the vise. Today we're going to tie a shrimp fly meant for the Danish coast fishing. So let's get to it. This is a size 4 hook you can use from 8 up till 2 would be quite okay. And then the first step is to add a bit of weight under the shank. Just some twisted non-lead wire tied in. Yep. And go backwards with the thread. There you go. First step is to make a small point of this dubbing in a red color. It adds a bit of attraction to the fly and it helps rise this haggle a bit when we turn it. And then just bend the fibers a bit backwards. It gives it 3 or 4 turns. Like this. Yep. And then one of these longer they have quite long and thin fibers, so they'll create a lot of movement in the water. Just give it a lot of movement in these quite long fibers. And a couple of will do you, I think. And then we'll just take the thread and back all the way up into these turns. The reason that you turn them around the shank is to get fibers on all the sides. So backing up a bit like this, you can see these thin long fibers. And then just a tiny amount of dubbing. And the reason is to give these eyes a bit of lift. Like this. On the opposite side, do the same thing. Small bend with the pliers will give it the right angle and create a nice spot where you can tie in the eyes. Just adjust them a bit. Like this. And then for you choose a feather with shorter fibers than this one had, and you choose a feather where the fibers are quite close to each other, so when you turn it as a haggle on the body, it will look nice. And if you tie it in like this, it usually works quite well when you start turning the haggle. And then we have to go with this thin mono. Tie it on the underside of the hook, like this. Work the way up, almost all the way up to the eye. And then we have to fill the body with some stuffing. And then going backwards with the dubbing, and then forward again makes you can taper the body, and you can get a nice taper on the body by going backwards and then later forward. Then when you apply dubbing for the forward turns, add a bit more of dubbing to the thread so you can brush out the fibers later on. I think we are getting close. Yep. And then some brushing to do, and all the long fibers from the loose stuffing will come out and help create this shape, and like this. Just some of these dubbing fibers, try to get them out the way. and the amount of turns is, I don't know, 5 times or so. And then I'll just give it 5 turns of thread up there, and then brush out the long fibers from the feather and the dubbing. Yeah. And then we will prepare this one up here, and then in a minute take some of the entrance yarn and lay it as a shield, tie it in. Find the mono ribbon, give it some turns, and make sure not to catch too many of the fibers from the hackle and from the dubbing. And just go around like this, and tighten it, cut away the loose ends, and then just tie in a couple of knots, and you are almost good to go. Cutting is in a tapered like this, and then you can apply a thin layer of UV resin on top of it, on top of the fly, if you want it to be a bit stronger, but this will hold for sure. And then give it a brush with the Velcro, and it's about ready to hit the Danish coast.